Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Gonzalez and I will be sharing how I have expanded my PLN over the semester. I wanted to start with my blog, weskinderinfo.weebly.com, because I share this website that I made to communicate for parents with other people on my campus. A lot of people have been interested in using Weebly, so I send this to them weekly as well, so they can kind of see what I'm doing and have an example, and they're free to ask me questions if they want help running their blog. I for sure help one of the third grade teachers put her blog together, and she still asks me for help when she has trouble with some of the features from Weebly. I like this website because I can have Flipgrid links on it. We are so excited to use Flipgrid. Flipgrid was probably my biggest takeaway from this whole course. My kids love it, my parents love it, and all the teachers that I showed Flipgrid to, they love it as well. So let me go ahead and open up the Flipgrid that we used this week. So this is our Flipgrid for this week. My kids made videos using the sentence that money is important because, and we actually had a pretty good turnout. My kids, like I said, they had a lot of fun with it. I think they had a lot of fun watching their friends' responses. Oh, and here's my video. I made a quick little Flipgrid tutorial for my kids to watch. They loved it, and I actually just got a free trial for Flipgrid Plus, so I'm really excited to be using those features as well. Going back to the blog, I also use this to share resources with my colleagues at work. A lot of my PLN right now is on my campus, but I'm really hoping to expand this in the future by going to more trainings, and hopefully I can bring up all of the resources I make so that maybe some people at other campuses will want to use my resources as well, like this reading log I made. So I made this reading log, and my kindergarteners, they circle what they read, and they color their rating, and they turn it in. It's kind of like a Friday to Friday thing, and they have to write the title of their favorite book on the bottom. I also used some of the tips from the presentation module to clean up my newsletter. Unfortunately, we had a condition where we had to write our newsletter in complete sentences, so it still kind of looks a little choppy on top. But I did use the advice to make things more visual and use more pictures, so I made this calendar. Before, it just had like a date and then a description, and then a date and a description. I feel like this is way more visual. Another example of being more visual instead of having a lot of text is the dress code portion of the blog that I made. Before, it just had a bunch of words on it, like just the whole slide was words. So I took that, I went to Google Images, and I found pictures of appropriate bottoms and inappropriate bottoms so that the parents could see visually instead of reading a whole PowerPoint with just words on it. I feel like this was so much easier for my parents to get, and ever since I put this on the blog, we've had less dress code violations. So I think that this tip from the course really helped improve my communication with my parents. I also sent this presentation, it's actually a PowerPoint, to third grade for their open house, so they're using it. I'm hoping to send it to my principal for next year to see if we can use this presentation instead of the one with all of the words on it. So that's another way that I'm sharing the resources that I made with help through this course. I also made a Pinterest board, and I followed a bunch of people. Here, mixed in with some of my other boards that I'm following, are some of the 21st century skill boards that I found. Here's one right there, there's another one right there, and I think there's a few other ones. Yeah, I started following a lot of them. I'm really into this 21st century thinking things. So back to my board, I shared this video from Edu2Learn. This is the one where she makes the metaphor about the Hobbit, where it's hard, it's scary, and you might be apprehensive, but it's going to end up being one of the best experiences of your life. And I actually did a tech training a couple weeks ago for my campus that I presented all of the different resources that I learned about from a week-long tech training. And I actually opened with that same metaphor, and I think it really hit home for a bunch of people. Thanks to this course, I'm on Twitter now. I'm super excited about it. Oh, I actually got 1 more follower since the last time I checked it. That's really great. I'm following a bunch of people, and I actually participated in some discussions. Hashtag TextEd. I found hashtag, I think it was Weird Education. Oh, look, here's another tweet about Flipgrid. It was great. One last thing, I actually started a teacher paid teacher. I have 21 downloads right now for this objective poster bundle that I'm trying out. So these are all different ways that I'm sharing resources on social media. Thank you for watching.